The other day I talked about the three phases of funnels and where most people actually lose a lot of conversions, and it's not even in the funnel itself. It's before that. So the attention phase and the landing page phase. Every single time that we go from this page to that phase, we want to have a strategy for it. Okay. So when we analyze, for example, this ad right here, what do we see? We see become the woman who receives abundance naturally, free spirit, gold, dark colors, right? These fonts. There's a version of you that no longer doubts herself, step into a more abundant identity. This is what we see. So when we click on that, we expect that continuity. But what we see right here is a contrast in terms of branding right away. So this feeling, we don't have it here. Okay. And even if you make it smaller, for example, right, and adjust it to smaller screens, it just doesn't fit. Okay, it doesn't have that continuity. Okay, so when I'm talking about the attention phase and the landing page, these must 100% be connected. If you don't want to lose the attention, if you don't want people to think too much, to use too much of their their brain and have to think about what is happening and all that stuff. These journeys should be silky smooth. The reason why is because your audience is most likely just on their smartphone scrolling, and you are fighting for their attention, and their attention is scattered all over the place. So for example, if they're on a smartphone, they can receive notifications. Maybe they have a gaming app there. Maybe they have a WhatsApp channel where a lot of people talk about there. So the more touch points, or the more successful you are in creating those touch points, in helping your audience understand that they have a purpose, they clicked here because there's something that was very important for them, and you continue that journey, the higher conversion you're going to have. And I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to share it because of NDA things, but I'm going to give you an example, which for a webinar for a company was doing around $13 million a year, and they were doing around 500,000 to 700,000 alone just from their webinar. Okay, so they had a webinar converting at a very, very low rates, and they were becoming kind of tired of that, and they were becoming kind of intrigued because that webinar was converting at a much higher level. And then they started to decrease. So they tested over 200 things. And eventually they asked me if I could help them optimize it. I took a quick look at their page and said, yep, there's a high chance that I can. So let's go ahead, do a performance-based thing, and let's get rolling. So that's exactly what we did. And it went from a 1.5% to 3.4% conversions. And one of the main things that I've worked on was actually this journey from the phase 1 to phase 2, and then phase 3, because their order page was also requiring too much of their attention, and there was a lot of friction there. So this is just, I don't want to make this like a 10-minute video, but it's very important that whenever we are reading this, we observe this as reading a story. Does the story make sense? Do you feel like you are in the same story? Do you feel like the characters are the same? Do you feel like the goal is the same? Are you embedded into that story? Are you attached to that story without even thinking about it? It's just natural to you, right? And if the answer is no, you need to fix that. So here there's a lot of different obvious things. The vibe, the feeling, the message is okay, right? A free transformation experience to rewire your mind for success. Okay, so not even the message is okay here. So become the woman who receives abundance naturally, and then a free transformation experience to rewire your mind for success, smash limited beliefs around wealth, and guide you toward. So this is very complicated. It requires a huge effort from the audience. And let's see just one more thing. Is this a paid or a free event? This looks like it's a free event, right? Register now. I'm going to register with one of my emails to see what is the next step. Okay, let's go ahead and register. We can even do this. This right here, by the way, this is going to destroy a lot of conversions because people are not used to this. Whenever someone, and this is a very, very good thing to do, whenever I go ahead and click secure, I want to get the closest to the outcome, which is I want to access the free training. Okay, I want the free training, the free transformation, right? The experience. So when I click here and I don't get it, there's something else. I need this something else to be super simple and easy to understand to fulfill, because the more steps you add without getting them to the actual outcome, the less conversion you're going to have. So when you have something like this is proven to have, a lot lower conversions. Most people are not even going to click here. They're going to just go ahead, register. Maybe they want to watch now, maybe they want to watch later. This is really, in terms of, there's a lot of things here that we could work on. And by the way, this is not my client. This is just me analyzing a funnel. And maybe they have amazing conversions. I don't know, but based on psychology, conversion psychology, this could be improved. Then when we register, then we have congratulations, and then it goes to that. So I kind of didn't really read that page. So, and now it goes back here, and this part is good. Click to the volume icon. I don't know. I need to click there. All right. So yeah, this part here is where potentially they are going to lose a lot of conversions and continuity. You see, we identified the phase 1, we identified the problems in phase 2, and now we also identified a few problems on phase 3 because the user experience is not super smooth. We kind of feel like, okay, there's a shock there. I need to think, I need to analyze. Usually what I do is the bridge page, after they go for register, the bridge page has like a 2-minute countdown, 2 to 3 minute countdown for people to get ready, for people to, go grab a coffee, go grab a notebook, go to a different place of their house, or even just go grab their computer or whatever, So these 2 to 3 minutes, they are important. You can test it between 1 minute to 3 minutes, because if it's just redirecting right away, in 15 seconds, and there's not an obvious thing to increase the volume and stuff like that, you are going to, the user is going to generate a feeling of uncertainty, like they don't really know what is happening, what should happening, and they are going to feel like they are losing something. There was information there that they lost, so they kind of feel like a very weird vibe in connection to that. Anyway, this is just a little bit about the 3 phases. If you want me to do and share a quick free audit for you and analyze your funnel so that you can have a little bit more, a different perspective on what you already be building, let me know, and I'll go ahead, send me the details, and I'll go ahead and analyze your flow, and I'll share with you what I know and my experience. Again, I have very limited information in terms of that specific person's ads performance. Maybe they are doing an amazing work. Maybe the performance is above average, but analyzing and understanding from cognitive biases and conversion and psychology and design, there are a few key elements there that could be improved. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents to make sure that it really is 100% true what I'm mentioning. We will always need to prove it and to do some tests. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.